Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome to Mastery Monday, April 3rd. Woo! Feel like I say this every year. It's like I've been doing Mastery Monday for, I don't know, 3-4 years now. 3 years now. It's incredible. And I feel like every year it's like, oh, we just sped through another year. And this year is doing some interesting things with time, which we're going to play with today. And so I appreciate everyone being here. Yes, definitely intense energies the last couple of days. Well, the last couple of weeks, months. So yeah, we're gonna play today with that. Hi, Nancy in Long Island. Ooh, good. South Africa. Hi, Linlay. Beautiful. Welcome. I hope I pronounced your name right and your first time here as well. Great. Awesome. We've got a few people here for their first time. Adam, hello. Cindy, yay. Northern Cali. You're feeling a lot of support from the universe and getting that is there. As I can remember to open to it. Absolutely open. Julie in Ojai. Hi, Julie. Elizabeth, Arizona. Yeah. Ohio, Lake. Oh, hi, Cynthia. Pleasure to see you. I'm glad you're here with us. Julie in Ottawa. Root chakra is needing attention and relationship headbutting. Yeah, that sounds. Greetings, love out loud, Nancy. Woo! All right. Look at this. What a great connection across the globe, across the country. And Audra, hey Audra in Arkansas. Hey Charmaine, I'm glad you're here with us too. Great, good, great, wonderful group joining. Richard, everyone here. Audra, you've had the worst sore throat I've had in years. Grateful it gave me the opportunity to join you. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I just got over a sore throat that I had for about 2 weeks. It was pretty interesting to have that going on. So today, for Mastery Monday, for those of you who are new and those of you who have been graciously with me for quite some time, and short times, long times, however time is for you, we're going to play today for about an hour or so, where I will open with a short meditation to get us grounded, connected, and then speak a bit about the current energetics and the way that I'm perceiving them. And if there's things that you'd like to share in chat and comment during that time, that's open and free to do. And then we'll do a meditation based on what we're speaking about today, with unifying more with the heart, as there's a lot of heart opening going on, a lot of noticing, a lot of coming into ourselves more and more, and what's showing up because of that. And also how the energetic fields of this planet and beyond are really shifting with what we're shifting with. So with time and dimension, space, spatial things. So we'll play with that in discussion, meditation. And then after that, I'll open it up for people who want to share or ask questions. Yeah, so we'll have some fun today. So I invite you all, if you wish to at this time, to take a deep breath in. And as we take a deep breath in, just letting that breath really fill the body. And as you're filling the body, just really feeling the breath as it flows through, and just noticing how you are today. Noticing your body, noticing your mind, your heart, as you're breathing. Just giving yourself the moment to be with yourself, with your breath. Really bring yourself here. Noticing what you're sitting on, how it feels. Noticing the temperature of the air as it's coming in and out of your body. Noticing the texture of your clothing on your skin, and how your seat feels. Just to bring your body and your awareness together in this moment with your breath. Welcoming yourself here to this moment, to this experience. And if there's anything you would like to bring into this moment to allow your attention to be more here, if there's things that took place before you came or things that you're anticipating afterwards, just to ask them to go to a space within your field that allows you to just be here and now with your thoughts and your feelings and your body, your soul, your awareness, all of you. Just continuing to breathe and let your body relax into your seat. And as you breathe into this, welcome your breath to your heart. Letting your breath fill your heart. Breathe deeply into the heart and welcoming the heart of you here, the heart of your soul, the heart of your whole being, heart of source, into your awareness and your consciousness. Good. Welcome a beautiful golden light or white light or whatever light, vibration, color feels good for you now to welcome through your breath, through your heart, around your body. To allow the physical body, the energy bodies to be as one here in this moment. To let that color soften, strengthen, clarify your presence here in this moment. To allow you to be open to what you came here to receive today, to feel, to experience. And as we do this, just allowing our attention also to come around to all that are here, present on this call, in their space, on their land. Having gratitude for everyone here today with your energy, with your soul, with your wisdom, and all that is here that may be a mirror reflective for anyone else that's experiencing something, so we all can hold the field for anything that's needed in this moment. But we're here in support and strength for each other. And breathing into our hearts again, to your own bodies. And I'm just feeling called to place a beautiful golden light in the center of our circle that allows and a beautiful, beautiful. There's these beautiful crystals, clear crystal points showing up for each one of you around that golden ball of light to just be able to connect into an energy that's supportive. And we have a beautiful, beautiful support from all these angelic beings that are showing up around us, that are our higher selves, that are in other forms and mastery, and supporting this body in mastery in this moment. Feeling the earth and the sun and the central sun and source all flowing through our field, creating a toroidal field through the center of that golden light, through the whole of our field, through the crystalline grid. Just feeling a beautiful flow of energy through all of us today. And taking a deep breath into your body. Welcoming yourself here again. Yeah, beautiful. Just feeling the earth in gratitude for all of us, and the crystal and the plants and the winged ones and all the beauty that we're surrounded by in the natural world. Being very, very grateful for our connection today. So just breathing into the body, and I'll begin to speak And if you wish, you can open your eyes. If you wish to keep them closed to be in your space, that's fine too. And feel free as I'm speaking to share in chat anything that's resonating or anything that's showing up for you, or in comments on Facebook. So, wow, what an experience over the past couple of days where I just felt there was a really deep anchoring and expansion of energy. And what was interesting as I woke up today, I felt this, I felt that the energy had completely shifted from a very open, expanded, anchoring energy to a very, at first it felt, I was like, oh, it's contracting. And I was like, oh, it's just still. It's just very still. And as I was tuning into the crystal and the sun and the earth and everything, it just felt like there was this, just this stillness to allow everything that did expand and open and that we're feeling and noticing and integrating start to just be still, so we can just notice and feel and watch what this stasis can feel like for us when there is not as much moving. There's still things moving, of course, but just not as much at one time moving. And you may be feeling it differently, and that's okay. That's how I'm perceiving it and experience. But maybe you're still feeling expanded. There's a lot moving. There's a lot showing up. But I've just been noticing this. Like after we had that massive move through the equinox, there was a couple of days where it's just like super, super still, and it just felt like everything was integrating. And I was watching all of those galactic friends that we have, as far as, you know, what we perceive as Pleiadians, Arcturians, you know, Andromedans, all of our friends and parts of ourselves through that, the Sirians, they were just in this beautiful holding through the source and central sun that was just in this, like, just this bowed down, just presence of complete concentration and focus of stillness. And that's supporting the process of us and those parts of us that we've been unifying through the DNA, through our bodies, through our consciousness, to be able to really feel that stillness and feel the integration until, you know, we have another opening like we did over this past weekend, where things just started to feel like they were just moving, you know, just really moving and opening up. And I had some things happen over the weekend that kind of had been on the, you know, had been wanting to show up for, you know, the past 7 months actually, and it just opened up over the weekend. It was like, okay, wow, things are moving. Okay, things are happening, you know, like things are happening on the land that we acquired. It's just like things are starting to show up. And you know, we just spent the weekend actually digging up the backyard and making it into garden beds for food plants that I've bought and starts that I have started. And it just feels like, you know, that you can feel that spring momentum starting to happen. But then there's also that momentum within the planet that's shifting the energetics now, like where the magnetics are shifting so much with magnetic north, where that even is in placement on the planet right now, how the poles are moving, how the weather's moving, how we're all experiencing maybe wild weather in the areas we're living, you know, like we had a tornado, you know, tornadoes warnings, sirens going off, and a tornado that hit close by where we are, you know, and just storms coming through in different places. And it's just like, wow, it's just like feeling all of that energy that's moving, and as it's shifting the planet, and as it's shifting the system, the structural experiences on this planet, and us, and how the more that we're unifying with our own beings and our own hearts and our own souls, that when we are really feeling that value of ourselves, to continue to connect with ourselves on that level of our heart and keep moving toward what we're feeling is true for us, we are kind of like, we're these like powerful magnets ourselves, right? And all the power that has been placed in all these other ways. And we've been doing this over the past few years. And I know those that you have been with me, we've talked about this a lot. And the magnitude of it is just growing, of how as we pull the power into ourselves and into our centers, and we're unifying with all these pieces and parts of ourselves, and we're not putting so much of our energy into maybe the parts of ourselves that we have felt challenged. Maybe it feels easier to move through things, right? And more of us is coming alive in these beautiful, I love that word that you use, Michaela Michelle, is that exquisite feelings that we may be experiencing. And as we do that, we're literally pulling our power back to ourselves from that matrix of the structure that we were connected into before. So it obviously is going to shift, right? And so we're watching this dance and this play right now of so many things being shown in the greater field of the world, that are maybe unbalanced, and things that are going to be shifting in all these structures, because we as a structure are shifting and coming so much more online with our heart and with our truth. And we're creating a new world. And this is where we stay strong in ourselves. So this new world comes online, and as we speak, as it's all been done, right? It's like everything that is, everything that will be, and everything that was is always right here, right now, right? There's this amplification of the wholeness, the unity of reality as time, right? As space, dimension, time. And so as we start to really feel ourselves as our soul, we shift from that normal time dimension and the whole concept of how we structure our lives, because we're more going, how does my life flow? What am I feeling in this moment? How do I want to be in the world? And the more that we choose how we really feel, right? And choose our moments based on how we feel, we're shifting that time structure. And I was watching this the other day. It was like folding in on itself and creating this like roll of energy. Like it was like, whoa, okay, wow. We're shifting into what we might call the real frequency of this planet and ourselves and our bodies, to where we don't have to plug in as much to that reality and just be in our day and flow with it as it feels. And then the dimensional structures, as we're feeling these crystalline structures coming into our bodies, coming into the space, coming into the planet, and watching how everything is just so alive with that in different ways, however it may be showing up for us, we're also allowing and being and surrendering into that moment of how the inner earth realms, of how the crystalline of the inner earth is able to then have more communication with us through the surface of the earth and all the middle realms, and same with the sun and the central sun and all the planets, and just all this energy that is starting to flow more for us to then experience these different dimensional functions of ourselves. And we may call them abilities, clarity, different ways that we're perceiving, different ways that we're actually seeing reality around us and noticing and experiencing and exploring and exchanging with others in relationship, right? So it's just a massive movement of energy towards this possibility of us recognizing how other cultures, other places, other beings have shifted from this plane to another plane of dimensional experience, though still on the planet, this what we call Earth, the living consciousness of Earth, and all the different layers of reality that are coexisting in around and on top and above and through this, all the different planets. Is like the more we are in this field and letting and surrendering and unifying with this purity of ourselves and this knowing of ourselves, yeah, things are going to surface, continue, we're still going to have things that may surface, but what's happening, I don't know if you're noticing this, but there's this incredible moment where maybe we're feeling that space where we're willing to explore it more, open into it more, let that part of ourselves that may feel challenged or struggling go, okay, I'm going to open the door to that more, to myself, right? And let the heart feel and come more into those places where the defense mechanisms are and the walls and the ideas are softening more and more and more. Yeah, Adam, you just write it in chat if you'd like to. Yeah, Adam. And so I just feel that sense of spatialness that's happening expand, really expand, giving us more space to move with who we really are within the different realms that we play with on this planet. And whether you play with those realms or you're conscious of those realms, it doesn't really matter, quote unquote, you know what I mean, that you have an awareness of them. It's just happening through you. It's just happening in the space within you as you open yourself more, right? And it's okay if you don't have that awareness of that movement. I am just sharing these perceptions that I'm receiving and watching and playing with, and seeing them, at play in other people's fields as well. And it's just really beautiful. So I'm just in a space right now of such gratitude of what has been taking place in our experience, to support us as we're moving and opening and growing. So with that, all the things that we may be feeling, we're just kind of getting, cracked open even more, right? Like what parts of our physical bodies have been like, still maybe wrapped around something, what parts of our energy body, and just more illumination is happening. Yeah, beautiful, Michaela. Yeah, things surfacing, however, going inside, I see and feel, know how to step into it and move through it easily as surrender. Beautiful. Yeah, because I'm just feeling just such profound energy, and I just feel it emitting through the field, and all of us that are present here, just what's being shared through each of our fields, that you're all holding, that you're all experiencing and feeling yourself. And it's just so strong and so potent and powerful. Hi Hillary. Yeah, good. Yeah, absolutely. Carmen, feeling the time shift, spherical time and intense energies late daily. Yeah. Watching it through the eye in the center of all that swirling around, serenity, having more clarity. It feels strange. It does feel strange, doesn't it? It's freeing, intense, and yet expansive all at once. Absolutely. It is all of that. So what I'd like to share is that it does feel strange, because I know that this past week it was having these moments of like, what day is it? Like, where am I? Like, what time is it? Like, I was, like we were sitting there being like, I just feel like I'm in two worlds right now, in two worlds of like keeping up with this, quote unquote, schedule of time that's been created, that I created, for myself. But then also going, ooh, I'm in this like cool nebulous formation happening where I'm just like riding the waves of it. I'm like, ooh, okay, I gotta plop down into that moment. I gotta plop down into that moment and keep it straight of, keep coming, circling with it, of like, oh, okay, it's this day. Okay, it's this time. But then when I'm not having to focus on day and time, I'm just in this beautiful, expansive, nebulous space where things are just moving, and it's just this ride, and so it's, and just also moving with our own currency. I've been playing a lot with that currency space of energetics, right? As our systems in the world are shifting, and what that feels like, to put so much more value, quote unquote, value of self. And that's what I want to play with today too, is really amplifying our current of energy that we are flowing through our own systems, so that we're really integrating and unifying with those energies of the heart and with the experience. And yes, sorry, softening. Yes, Michaela, that's happening for you too. Good, beautiful. Yeah, and feeling electrified in every cell sometimes. Yes. Yeah, I was grateful for having this weekend to just be in physical labor, digging and moving things and everything, because it helped me. I'm very movement oriented, so it helped me just uh, move a lot with the energies that were coming through and be in connection with the earth and thanking the earth and the worms as I was digging and just being in that presence of that space. Yeah. Oh wow, Cynthia. Yeah, you have perfectly described how I've been feeling. Okay. Yeah, good. Well, I guess that's why the energy feels so strong with us together too, because we're in a resonant field together of how we're perceiving and feeling. So let's go. Let's see here. I just want to check Facebook again here. Yeah, thank you, Hillary. Grateful that you're here with us too. Yeah, exactly. The currency is me. That there's no separation. The currency of life. That's who we are. That's what we are. And there is no separation. So, yeah, our currency, the currency of soul, the currency of source, the life consciousness. And that's what we can relate to when we think about these currents that we're feeling. It's consciousness, it's awareness, it's the awareness of presence. And so it's like there's that individuated presence experience, there's that source soul and expanded unified presence that's all unified as one in our field. And that's when we come into that space where we get to have that expansive knowing, that expansive feeling, that expansive experience of that unity, while going, here I am. Here this is, right? Here's this body. Here's this me of expression in the world. And that's always, flowing. And it's always flowing and it's always being. And that's the frequency of life itself. And our frequency may shift and change, with each moment. So yeah, I'm going to read a few more comments and then we'll go into the meditation. So Kristen, you had an odd experience of feeling crystalline in body and not bones, muscles. Very interesting. Ooh, yeah, amazing. Yeah, coming into the crystalline body energy rather than the physicality of what we consider our bones, and the mineral of crystal rather than the mineral of bones. I like it. And Adam, I really like what you're saying, Denny Kristen. Energies are not so fast now. Probably or be given a chance to reflect inside at this time. Absolutely. As we are getting a great chance to getting in touch with our inner stillness, our higher lover source, higher love source, lover, love, because we are experiencing the cosmic solar system rhythm of the Easter week. Yeah. With the sun spiritual forces connected with Easter time, a chance for us to resurrect our soul and spirit again, to reboost spiritually again. Namaste. Yeah, thank you for bringing that in. Yeah, there's a lot of energy, right, in the field through the play of the idea of the sun, right, the Son of God coming alive again, right? And that's what we're doing in our own selves. The Christ consciousness is really amplifying that and coming alive with that. And so, yeah, it's powerful to see how that plays out in the different ways that each of us relates to that, whether it's through a religion or through a spiritual practice or through paganism. I know there's all the different levels of ways that people reflect and relate to what this energy means and how it flows through our lives. But yeah, it's that bringing of life again through spring. It's really kind of like our real new year, right? Because everything's coming alive, especially in the northern hemisphere anyways, where life is coming alive again, and we have that experience of really feeling that space of life. And we also have that deep space of, if we want to go into any other metaphysical ideas, of the Aries, of the Ram, of the Emperor, of the cube of space, that is that being that flows down through justice, throws down through the balance, the harmony of self, the harmony of nature, and into that clarity of the meditation of our minds, right, of our bodies. So there's a lot of energy moving through that, and just allowing ourselves to just really focus on our life energy, right? Our life energy, and really deeply connecting with that more and more, and feeling life itself and how we flow with that energy, how it feels in our body. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it used to be the new year. Yep, good. So oops. Ah, wow, really. So let's go into our meditation so that we can allow ourselves to really connect in and unify with these energies as we are. Ah, as we are. Okay. Ah, yeah. Yeah, the 4-4 portal. Yeah, absolutely. The Christic consciousness. We are that. Um, Good. All right. Let's go into meditation and connect into ourselves here. Ah, take a deep breath in. If you wish to adjust yourself in any way to get comfortable even more to be in meditation. Just taking a breath and just allowing everything that we spoke about, anything that's showing up for you, anything that you're resonating with, to just allow it to settle as you breathe into the body, to integrate, to feel that freedom of your breath through the body and the acknowledgement of what you are feeling, what you are receiving, what's coming through. And as you take a deep breath into your body, just acknowledge the parts of your body that are just speaking right now, that are really speaking and flowing, or maybe they feel alive, maybe they feel a little stagnant or something's happening. We're going to breathe through this crystalline energy around the golden light of support in the center of our space. As we connect through the heart of the unified field of our bodies, our hearts, we're going to welcome in a golden light from the top of the head all the way through that center channel of the body. And as you breathe through the center channel of the body, we're going to ask for all of our awareness as a unified soul in our hearts, in our bodies, to gently breathe through the center of the body, the center of the cell, the center of the body, as it flows down through the root, down into the center of the crystalline earth, the inner earth crystalline energies that are supporting us, that we are. And breathing it up through the center of the body, allowing this crystalline energy of this birth of ourselves, of this knowing, of this consciousness of ourselves to rise through the center of the body and into the heart, and letting the heart expand. The heart expand in front, behind, on all sides and around, allowing this inner earth crystalline energy that is the truth of the energetics of this planet to anchor in through the body, through the heart, through the soul consciousness that we are, through source consciousness, through this Christ consciousness energy that is flowing through the rising of the sun in our hearts and our minds and our bodies, of the light, the true light that we are, the true energetics that we are. Allowing every cell of the body that is this sun, that is this energy, to expand, to glow, to unite here with all the functions of all the cells. And allowing this energy, if there's anywhere in the physical body, or the energy body, or the mind, or the heart, or the emotions that you're just wanting to bring some more light to, some more love, some more energy to tend to what is here for you. Just allow and be held in this space and allow that light to go where it's needed. If it's the root area of the body, just to bring your breath and your awareness to these spaces, these places, to allow. And if you wish to, placing a hand where that feeling is that you're experiencing, maybe one on your heart, to allow these energies to physically be felt, to be held. As we welcome in, as these energetics of the planet are moving and shifting, creating more awareness, creating more connection, creating more clarity, creating these elevated feelings of awareness of your being through your awareness, just allowing the body, the awareness of the body, and the awareness of the mind. To start to integrate more with this spiral of time, this spiral of dimensional functions through the body and awarenesses as for each one of us are moving in our own harmony, our own rhythm of this heart unifying through the soul, through the source, through this crystallizing of our consciousness as physicality in this body now. So just breathing and noticing what's coming through for you in each of your bodies, your awareness. As we welcome in the energy, this crystalline energy is the temple of our bodies, this beautiful temple of the body. The beautiful temple of the mind, the beautiful temple of our energy. Having this moment through the stillness of the planet and the sun and these forces to be in our own stillness, to allow this integration, to allow all the parts of our bodies to be nourished and fed with this pure energy of our heart, this pure energy of our soul, this pure energy that we are. Remembering to breathe and open and breathe with this, and allowing this expansion, this awareness to continue to allow the integration of all that's been showing up for us. Allowing these spatial structures of time dimensional reality to be in rhythm with your own soul, to be in rhythm with your own movements, feelings, thoughts, choices, experiences through this rhythm. We're just going to bring this light through the source, through essential suns, through the sun and all the multiverses, omniverses of reality. To be as one in the heart of your soul, in the heart of the body, in the heart of all that is. Crystallizing this crystal consciousness through the body. It's crystal clear. To the diamond heart of strength. of purity, of brilliance. Allowing the waves of expansion, these waves of expansion that we've been receiving, just drop into some moments of stillness here. To continue, if you wish, to send this energy to any places, spaces within your being. As we rest and soften into the surrender of life, this current of energy that we are in the heart of creation, the heart of our soul. The womb of creation, as we keep birthing each moment and every breath, this beautiful energy that we are. Knowing that each breath is us rising, coming alive in this consciousness. Coming alive in this consciousness, coming alive in this awareness that we're moving through this week and this gateway of this energy, through this month. To return to the original source soul level even more, as we allow this soul energy to shift us, to move with us as we move it, as we are the ones in this body awakening to the truth of what we move with in this planet, and the rotation of all the planets as the rotation of all of our energies as one energy. As we anchor in the source through the body, through the earth, as it is, as it always will be. Just removing in this moment any of the structures in place that are still maybe within the mental, emotional, physical fields of this planet of ourselves that have kept us from fully seeing, perceiving, feeling, experiencing this clarity. We're just going to allow good. Oh, removing the sheaths, removing the shrouds. Even more deeply, yeah. Oof. Seeing them moving out of the tissue of the body as well as out of the energy bodies. Coming into this moment. Just the purity of the currency, purity through the body that you are. Through the heart, we'll be quiet here for a few moments to allow your bodies, your energies to integrate, calling in all of our soul fragments, consciousnesses into the body, its wholeness down to the heart, field, soul, source consciousness, crystallizing through the earth and everything that is in stillness. acknowledging yourself, your breath in the heart, your whole body, the pulsing of life through the whole body, the expansion of the lungs with your breath, breathing this life currency through the whole body. The frequency of your mind, of your heart, of your body, of your soul is one with this breath, allowing this anchoring through the whole body, through this earth consciousness, to the sun consciousness, this central sun consciousness that is our bodies, that is our life, that is the generative force of who we are, always. So, beautiful. Welcoming this resonance, the time, spatial, dimensional fields of your body, of your awareness, of your perception, to integrate and anchor through the cells of the body. We allow ourselves to also send love through this beautiful Gaia, this beautiful earth, up through the sun, just having this gratitude for this unity of life that we are, through the central suns and through the whole of creation. We ask that we are coming into the stillness of this day through harmony, and the balance of all of creation to be in this moment as we continue to move through this field of birthing, of opening, of coming home to ourselves more and more. That all the energies that will continue to take place after today, after this moment, that we meet them and greet them and flow with them as us, as this currency that we are creating, as these movements of energy through the earth, through the fields of life. That we flow with ease and love and clarity, allowing for all that it is we're to receive. And just taking a few breaths here into the body, welcoming your breath into your body, into the center of your body. Seeing so much energy being poured through this total field of the central sun that we have in the center of our circle here. All the suns that you are, the brilliant, beautiful, bright lights that you are. The stars, the magnificent beings that you are. Just taking some moments here to feel and breathe with this energy. Breathing into the center, allowing your body to come into a centered space. Allowing yourself to be centered and expanded. So this consciousness is anchoring as well as it's opening and freeing and being. Recognizing the rhythm and the movement of your own being, your own mind, your soul, your body, integrating, and all that is your life resonating with this you, this version of you now. Beautiful. Just allowing yourself to have a few moments here to do what you feel you need to take care of your body, to move, to stretch, to drink, take care of yourself, and we'll come back in together in a few moments to share. Taking a deep breath in and welcoming yourself here to this space. Oh, incredible amounts of energy moving through this one. Ooh. Yeah, I was just watching over the past weeks these waves that are going to move through April and just recognizing what we have been connecting into through the calendar and what we perceive as history and what we perceive as what happens, symbolically through our planet and through us, and just like seeing this beautiful movement into the higher octaves of all of that, and just really excited for all of us to be here to open this month, to open this field, to move with through that. And so I would love to hear from anyone. If you wish to share, you can write in chat or comments on Facebook, or if you'd like to, you can go to participants or chat on your screen and just raise your hand. And then switch this now to just thank everyone for being here. It's just really beautiful. If anyone wants to raise your hand on the screen, if you're present on the screen. Sarah, I feel very emotional and tender today. This has been lovely. Thank you. You're welcome, Sarah. Yeah, I hear you. It was interesting because I had some of those moments as well over the past week of just what was coming alive and just feeling that tenderness and the surrender deeper, into myself, deeper into the body, deeper into those parts of ourselves that are really starting to loosen up and maybe fall away, that we've been holding on, that had been a part of ourselves. Yeah. Such peace here. Yes, Cindy, I see you. I'm going to read these comments and then we'll share. Such peace here. The world has been in such turmoil. It's wonderful to have the sense of peace. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it is pretty profound to see what's happening in the world right now and being able to connect this way and feel this truth, right? This truth. Rhonda, thank you for the blissful meditation. The background music, helped you get grounded. Yeah, when I send out the replay, I also send out the link to the music that I play. It's off of YouTube. It's one of my favorites actually. It's like a serotonin, endorphin release music, happiness frequency. Kristen, deep sense of peace and also tired. Okay. Yeah. So Cindy, if you'd like to unmute yourself, please do.
Oh my gosh. I have to start with, oh my gosh, that was so blissful, so beautiful. There was a moment where I felt that crystal, in heart crystal that we connect with often before meditations, I felt it drop in my heart to become my heart. It wasn't like something I was going to go find and check in with anymore. It was going to be, it is in there. And this feeling of we're in this time where it's changing and everything is being given to us to change it. And the bliss, the waves, the beautiful light, the flow, it was absolutely amazing. And it feels like if this is the doorway for April, I feel like that moment that we wait for, where the end of the tunnel, the light is there and we're walking through it. Thank you, Kristen.
Beautiful, Cindy. I just love the embodiment. Like, it's right here. Let's everyone take a breath with that. It's right here. We don't have to reach outside of ourselves for anything. That it's always right here. Yes. Feeling that, just bringing tears to my eyes, and a sense of joy and a sense of relief, that sense of relief that happens when we really feel that, when we really get that. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah. Okay, Lindley, thank you for being here. If you shift. Oh, Adam, a very deep sense of power, or a sense of peace and inner stillness and connection to our divine inner source of heart self. Yes, Adam, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And I appreciate what you brought forward, Adam, through, of course, what, this Easter week and what that represents in so many ways, on so many levels, and what this month can represent on so many levels through our true, you know, energetics of how things have flown in the original template of our experience. And so, yes, as this being the gateway to the beginning, of this month, it's really powerful to keep resonating that, recognizing through the waves that will continue to happen, is going, okay, what's happening here is life. What's happening here, like you said, Cindy, so beautifully, is we're given this opportunity to see, to feel, to open to ourselves, to have life. And recognizing the depth of what that really means is that we are giving it to ourselves, right? We are source consciousness reflecting to ourselves, this is you. This is you. What are you going to, what do you want to do with this light, this life, this energy, right? Yes. Julie, crown and root cracking from both ends. Woo. All right. Oof. Oh, shedding the egg, right? Cracking, birthing out of the egg. And the shell that we've had, right? Yes, Cindy.
Oh, that reminds me of a comment that you made in meditation about it being the womb of creation. And what came through during the meditation was that the womb is a dark place, that creation is like in the mystery. It's part of our energy. We're in there in ways we don't even know. But the womb of creation is, it's something that's with us at every moment too, even though we're not seeing it. So this reverence for something coming out of a dark place is like, I saw a little light in that, a lot of light in that.
Beautiful. Well done. Wow. Yeah. Isn't it? It's like it's, what we do is like that womb, right? That darkness, that's a birthing, we come out of that space and kind of we're flowing with that space all the time, and when we can recognize that part of ourselves that is what we may call the darkness, it's like, oh, what can we birth from that? What can we extract from that? What essence of that is life itself? Where's the power that we've considered the darkness or the struggle? What is that life power force that has been that now can be birthed or created as something that is different than that, right? Whatever that is for each one of us in each moment. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, just interesting, Sharmini, just seeing, you've been feeling, what you were feeling yesterday, and then feeling the restlessness today, feeling emotional out of the blue. And yeah, there was an incredible amount of energy moving yesterday. An incredible amount. I mean, for me, it was just like, it just felt like a birth almost, and feeling so much with that, and watching what was happening. I think for me, as I was watching how things have been like changing really fast, like, there's things that have been put in place, or things that on a schedule or whatever, quote unquote, and it's like, oh, that's not going to happen now, or this is happening now, or that's not, and it's just like, just new awareness is coming into the field that are like, oh, okay, we're just in flow, in this deep flow, and everything seems to be constantly changing really fast from one moment to the next, and just being open to that space. And then, yeah, so I hope that peace continues for the restlessness that was happening today for you. And Elizabeth or Cynthia, deep pelvic, ooh, good, deep. You got in some deep places there at the pelvic floor, because so much gets held in our pelvis, right? So much gets held in our hips, in that creation zone, and that zone where, the legs of movement meet, the upper parts of our body, and where we hold, it's really interesting, isn't it? Where the places we, move with our legs that move us in the world, we might consider that action orientation with that pelvis, those hips, and the creation zone of our abdomens, if it's like, wow, and how much is held there. And then what really happens up here with our hearts and our expression and our solar plexus, our divine connection, and all of that, and just what gets held in that zone of our bodies, right? And when that can open up, ooh, so just celebrating that, Cynthia, just feeling that pelvic floor release to have more relaxation in that area and flow of energy through all the parts of the body from that space. Yay. Yeah, and Elizabeth, feel a tingling in my crown. I also had a vision of blackness coming out of my mouth. Ooh, wow, releasing some things. Okay. All right. Good. Let that crown light blow it out. Yes, light from the darkness, Adam, rebirthing ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was interesting because as I was tuning into April, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a really interesting pivotal month on so many levels. And as I look at the clock, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, yeah, we're starting over again, counting down from the beginning. Let's go. um, yeah. There was something else I wanted to share, but it kind of split it out. I'll see what comes back in. Yes, my heart cracked open yesterday, big joy, and then big grief in the midst of watching it all swirl around the eye of the center, reset. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah, I was feeling that yesterday too. And over the past weeks, is the heart opening, such big heart openings, like, whoa. For me, I was just settling more into myself of just, I felt like I could just settle deeper and more and let the things that sometimes I hold on to in my mind of the structure of reality, just like poof, like let's just let it all go. And as I was saying yes to other things, I started seeing things open up, like new things open up and everything happening. And I was like, yep, this is where we're at. We're into the new, we're letting those spaces of ourselves just continue to expand and open and soften and become stronger and feel the changes. And I think that's, one of the most important things we can do is just be present with the changes as they're happening. Really present with what's happening. And the more, and we've talked about that a lot, the more and more we're present with what's happening, the more we can engage and just let it be and flow with it. And then from there, the opportunity arises for us to have the truth, to be the truth, to have the clarity. And in this moment, as we're birthing ourselves, just allowing that, going, wow, what's here for me now in this new expression of myself? How do I get to move? How do I get to feel? How do I get to perceive and see and experience and let the heart keep moving and opening and connecting? And yeah, I'm just really excited for the movement forward that's happening, but also really grateful for today and that we got to come together in a space where all that expansion happened, but there's such a profound sense of stillness. And sometimes when things become still after a big expansion, there is restlessness, right? Because it's like, whoa, I just had all that energy moving and now everything just feels like what's happening, what's going on, and just being able to center into the body and the peace and the integration process. So yeah, and so I'm hearing and feeling called to do a meditation in 2 weeks from now on this Monday, the 17th, or just a gathering of some sort that I'm feeling maybe more interactive as well to create a space to support what we will be moving into over the next couple of weeks and then what may be showing up after that. So Nancy, the word for movement in the now, I call going flowward. We go deep to go higher. Who knew? That's great. Flow word. Absolutely. I like it. I love how we get to play with words, create a new language for what's true, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I am just so grateful and honored to have shared this space with you today and just feel the amount of energy that moved through today of just a witnessing and a noticing of what you all bring, who you all are, and what happens when we all come together. and just in gratitude for that. So thank you. Yeah. And so just noticing, just taking some moments throughout the day just to keep moving with the heart, noticing, feeling, allowing, and letting this energy continue to integrate. And I'll be in touch with what's going to be coming forward. And if you wish to gift for today, that, with the flow of energy, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. Just welcoming what's here in the currency of life itself to flow in the ways that is here to flow. And that's the way that we get to be in the world. And I think that's one of the most powerful things we can feel, is just allowing that flow to be as it is and being with that as it is in each moment. So let's take a moment here, and with gratitude in our hearts and gratitude in our bodies, and breathing into that sense of peace, that sense of connection, and the openings that are happening through our bodies and the minds and fields. Just taking a deep breath, and if you wish, just exhaling and making a sound, and moving the body, and just welcoming all the flow. Move with us as we are. Allowing our bodies to be centered and grounded and connected with the clarity of our movement in each moment, with the beautiful gift of our presence, and having gratitude for everyone that is here and everyone that will be on the replay, for the energy that's created together in all the levels and all the spaces. Having gratitude for our own journey, our own paths, our own experiences. Beautiful. And I just wanted to share that it was such an incredible witnessing as we were in that central sun within the center of our field, and those crystals that each were around everyone, and all the beings that were interacting in this space in such a high frequency level of crystallizing this current of energy. At one point, I just saw it just like expand out, like it was just that recognition of the unity, and just sending all this light and depth into everyone's field through us as we are in this exchange and this reflection to each other. So in that moment and in this field of knowing that unity, of not being alone, always having this connection through the field, through our experience of support, that we're always supported and connected, unified in our hearts and souls. So thank you so much for being here, taking a breath into the body. And may you go forth in your day with love and peace and connection and all that you are and all that you do. Send a yes like a solar flare. It'll be interesting to see if a solar flare went off during our time, just like it has before. Like, oh, solar flare went off during our meditation. Let's see what happens today. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all your beauty and all your grace and just all your beautiful, magnificent, brilliant wisdom and energy that you all carry and flow into our field. It's just so beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, Sharmini. Appreciate you being present and guiding us through. And anyone else, if you'd like to unmute to say your salutations. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, if you want to unmute to say your salutations for our time here, that's fine. Just feels so good, this energy.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye. Blessings, everyone.
Blessings.
Bye.
Yeah. So beautiful you all are. So beautiful we are. Love you all. So good to be here.